What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of IDK Sports Podcast, your premier podcast talking sports with the average guys. My name is Anthony. This is my name is Anthony. This is my main man, Kenny.
What's up? What's up, Kenny?
This is your previous spot to talk sports with the average guys every Monday, 5 p.m. right here on YouTube and all podcast platforms.
Yeah.
Man, we had a conference tournament that happened. Yeah, we good with the audio. Conference tournament that happened.
Yo.
You know, things happen. Before I get in my hype chain, we're going to get into the motivation and the music.
Got to, bro. That's
you know what I'm saying? Let's set the tone.
It's only right.
Listen up and make it real fun.
I mean, what other song would I play?
It's only right.
It's March.
You know the season.
You know what time it is.
You know the vibe.
You got brackets ready.
Thank you, Future.
Hey. Definitely March Madness, March Madness. And
what a hit.
That was a hit. Then we just gotta so I can be on my YN stuff.
Oh, we about to crash out.
Fuck.
You know I ain't here.
You not here?
My niggas crazy, stupid bitches say we kill my niggas. I'm skipping in South Memphis. I was so thinking, know how we get down and how we kick
this is my YN stuff.
Oh, yeah.
She got counter wicked. Now I'm out in traffic by myself.
I know who's truck. That motherfucker come on. They come on. That song come on. They come on.
You big 30 and Pooh Shiesty had a time.
Never miss.
You know what I'm saying? So you got, of course, March Madness by Future. Definitely sets the tone. And Big 30 allegations, you know what I'm saying? That people go back. If you about our age.
Yeah.
You remember that was like the last YN stuff I really
on my way out.
On my way out. Like that was really on my way out. You know,
catch your fades on the way out.
Like Pooh Shiesty was really on the way.
Oh man. I thought the hood was in the same hand. We left. I was like, all right, Pooh got
That was it. This is my last YN trip. Everything else is older.
Hey, dump the Glock, show me it work.
I'm telling you.
Shaking like it purpose.
The last song was we were still out going to the club.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I was like, all right, the youngins got it. They in safe hands.
Yeah, they got it.
Hey man, I heard Twin might be coming home soon. Look at me talking like a youngin.
Yeah.
I heard bro might be coming home soon.
But
free the guys.
Let's do we?
Should we? It's insane. Life is different when you start paying taxes, boy.
People really be like free the guys, and I'm like,
or maybe
sometimes,
or
sometimes.
Are they rehabilitated though?
Let's talk about it. Let's get right into March Madness, man. March Madness.
Yeah.
It is the time of the year where college basketball is in front form. Everybody's talking college basketball. Everybody's watching it. Everybody's trying to get their brackets ready.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, March Madness is a special time. I mean, the upsets, the stories that live on forever. Just because we went from HBCUs, you got Hampton going to upset Iowa back in 2001. Don't get me wrong on the year, but Hampton winning. Of course, you got my 2010 Norfolk State Spartans.
Ooh, what a time.
Mizzou. But
what a time.
Before we get ISO on me, man. ISO on me. Kenny, mute up. Mute up.
I got
ISO up on me.
Homer time.
You know what I'm saying? Big State, not the little one. Oh, get in the camera. Get in the camera. Move, Kenny. Big State. Big State, baby. You know what I'm saying? Shout out the Norfolk State's men and women's basketball team sweeping the MEAC regular season championship and tournament championship. You know what I'm saying? Winning both of them, going to the big dance. We going dancing. And the men's team defeated South Carolina State by 1 point, 1 or 2 points. I can't remember the score now. They defeated South Carolina State in the championship game. Great year, 24 wins, got a 16 seed, going to play. Look it up for me real quick.
Oh, you need me?
Yeah, look it up for me
Okay.
quick. I just forgot now because we shouldn't have been the 16th seed because no hate. This is hate. UNCW, who we beat, and High Point got higher seeds than us, but we beat them at their house. But you know, that's just how life is, I guess. You know. But I know it's down in Raleigh. Who was that? We're gonna play Florida. Down in Raleigh, right?
Yep.
Yeah, playing Florida down in Raleigh. I think it's Friday night, CBS, Florida versus Norfolk State. Hey, a David and Goliath story. You know what I'm saying? Now, I will say this. Not saying we're gonna win this game, but we did play Tennessee earlier this year when they was number 1 ranked team in the nation, and we only lost by 10. Had them scared the whole game. Neutral site, you never know. It's happened before. Okay. But you know, probably ain't gonna win the game. But hey, back to the tournament for the first time. That's 3 out of the last 5 years winning the Ncca. Hey man, it's coming like a yearly thing. You know what I'm saying? This is like a thing. Cutting down the nets is expected. You know what I'm saying? It's a yearly thing. Winning the Ncca.
Culture, right?
It is.
The culture.
It's a great we got great culture. You know what I'm saying? So back in the tournament where we belong, because we lost the last 2 years, even though we won the regular season. We lost to Howard the last 2 years, who didn't have a good season, but they beat us in the championship game both times.
Losing to Howard, I can't relate.
That's in football, not in basketball.
Okay.
But yeah, y'all been kicking Howard ass in football though. About 10 years now.
Can't relate.
But yeah, we lost
12 actually.
So but now we back. It's been a long time. But now we back in the tournament. And then shout out to the women's team. 3 in a row. 30-4 this year.
Nice.
4 losses are all to ranked teams. They lost to a Washington State team, Power 5. Well, not no more. They also Washington State team in Puerto Rico in the outside tournament. Lost to University of Green Bay in that same tournament out in Puerto Rico. Probably having too much fun. Only other losses then are from Alabama, who was ranked number 20 in the nation, and a 3 seed, top 10 ranked North Carolina team.
Makes sense.
Beat everybody else's ass. Really, them girls really belt to ass on everybody else. 30-win season, most in program history. Probably go down as one of the best women's HBCU teams ever, up there with them A&T teams and them Hampton teams. Because Hampton has some nice teams too.
Yeah.
But real dominant, and they're going just right up the street to College Park, Maryland, to play Maryland. Now, this is what I'm gonna break down. I'm gonna break this down. Most of the time, like last year, they sent us to Stanford. We had to see Cameron Brink in them. Too tall.
Better say, yeah.
Too tall.
Some things is inevitable.
But we got Diamond, Kiera, Naya. We got some ballers.
Mm-hmm.
That was there last year. They got the experience, and they're back again, ready to go. Maryland only has 1 girl that's 6'6". Everybody else is 6'2" or shorter. Now the height advantage ain't all there. And we've beaten Mizzou, beaten 2 SEC teams this year.
Spread the flow.
Maryland's second best player also got a bum ankle, might not play. It sounded like 2010 all over again. That's what it sounded like. So you're gonna hear it here first, so people can't say I didn't say it. We're gonna go to College Park, Maryland, and we beat them by 8 points. We beat them 78-70. Diamond goes off and has 30 points. And if you haven't seen Diamond Johnson play, she was she had State or Maryland before she left and led them in scoring. Then she transferred out and came down to Norfolk State. That's why she was such a big pickup for us. Hooper, baller, actually from the 7'5" before she moved up to Philly. If you haven't seen her play, she a real hooper. She ain't up but like 5'5", 5'6", but she can hoop for real. And
appreciate a bucket.
You know what I'm saying? Stamp it in y'all mind right now, right here on IDK Sports Pod. Can you tell them what happened in 2010?
I remember.
I called it. I said, hey.
That was boy Kyle
O'Quinn.
Kyle O'Quinn, yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Madness. Mania.
Yes.
Mayhem.
And side note, that was a great time for the Hampton Norfolk State rivalry, too.
Because you know what happened the year before?
Hampton won.
Yeah.
And y'all played Duke. When Kyrie came back for one game.
I was about to say, as we sit here talk about, y'all, going out to play Florida here in a couple of days. Y'all going out there to play Florida. I too harken back. I too harken back when the HU men's team wanted to play Duke, and it just so happened to be at the same time Kyle Irving,
one of them 10 games,
was coming back to play. It just so happened we just happened to be in the midst of his return from injury.
I mean,
and boy, oh boy. I think it dropped like 33 on us that game.
It was bad. I think Hampton only scored 44.
Well, story writes itself.
But yeah, that Hampton Norfolk State run with Kyle O'Quinn and what was my man, Alpagees?
Yeah.
You want to see big men play? They'll say drop step dunk. You remember? You saw him.
I remember. And it was determined.
Both games went down to the wire.
It was determined who was the guy in the bay. Who was the guy who was the
Oh, we back. Technical difficulty, my bad. But yeah, but shout out to both Norfolk State teams. Always, every day, gonna rep the home squad. I repped all HBCUs, so I'm not gonna forget about Southern girls are also in the tournament playing the playing game for the right to play UCLA, and for the SWAC, Alabama State boys beat Jackson State guys. Alabama State is also in the tournament.
Shout out.
So shout out to all the HBCUs, but definitely shout out to my Spartans. Keeping all the tournament here, right here in Norfolk. You know what I'm saying? Keep it home.
Yeah, it wasn't hard to do, was it?
You know what I'm saying?
You really had to go talk to your teeth through that one.
You know what I'm saying? Welcome back, Kenny. You know what I'm saying? From your mute up, you back. IDK Sports Pod. My name's Anthony. This is my man Kenny.
Thanks for having me, Ed. It's like a feature on this pod.
But now, speaking of March Madness, let's get to the tournament. I mean, all right. Full disclosure, big dog. We're gonna say it right now. We're gonna say
it. Make it real quick.
I know Cooper Flag is nice and Duke is nice, and that's about it. I know the SEC got 14 teams in. I know the whole SEC is nice in basketball this year. From Auburn, Florida, Tennessee, Bama, Ole Miss, Georgia, Vandy got in. Shit.
I'm saying
they broke the record this year too, because Big East had that good year. They had 12. They had 14 teams for one. I think it's like 20 teams. Damn, 14 of them got in. The SEC, and I saw this transition coming before before it happened. Because remember that year when the SEC went out and got a lot of experienced coaches. They went out and got Bruce Pearl. Went out and got Rick Barnes to come to Tennessee.
Oh boy, went to Bama.
Yeah, dude went to Bama. They went out and got they was going out and getting spending money. Even Kentucky got in the tournament this year too. They went out and was spending money, but spending money where it just wasn't a league about Kentucky and Florida no more.
Yeah.
Other teams said, nah, we can play too, because they had Frank Martin. I don't think he's done no more. We had Frank Martin going out to South Carolina. South Carolina made it to the Final Four one year. That's why I said the SEC, this time was coming. And contrary to popular belief, just as many football players as there down south, it's a lot of boys that play basketball down south too. Yeah, it's a lot of guys that play basketball down south. So SEC got 14 teams in. Down here for the ACC. ACC didn't get many teams in.
Okay.
ACC wasn't that good. Like I said, the men's tournament, bro, I'm gonna watch it. Norfolk State's in it. But like I said, I haven't been following. I just know some teams are good. I know some players are pretty decent, but not really whole invested into it. But I think it's gonna be a great tournament. Don't forget to do your tournament brackets. I know it's gonna be fun for people to do with your jobs.
Oh yeah,
brackets
the
with
pools
your
are fired
job,
up. Yeah, this week
brackets
for sure.
with your stuff. It's the biggest thing since fantasy football. You know what I'm saying? The March Madness it's fantasy football than March Madness.
Yeah, I'm about to say this. With sports betting too. This is a spring, hot spring for just sports betting here. So it's gonna be locked in. A lot of folks gonna be locked in. A lot of money gonna be made. A lot of folks gonna go home broke. But it's gonna be a good time of year.
Hey man, make sure you pay your rent first, bro. Mm-hmm. Pay your mortgage or your rent first, bro.
April might be slow, and it's tax time too. So fuck it, bet the whole refund check.
But another thing, just before we get into too deep into March Madness stuff, a couple of things that I've learned around the way doing this, and some things you look out for. It's always safe.
Give them the rules, man.
It's always safe to have a 1 seed at least make it to the Sweet 16. Because most of the time they do. They have a very high success rate. It's not safe to have all 1 seeds make it to the Final Four because that hardly ever happens. Hardly ever happens that 1 and 2 seeds make it to the Final Four. Hard to have happen. Should also 10 seeds, 12 seeds, and 14 seeds usually be having upsets in there. Definitely the 12. 5-12 matchup.
I'm about to say 12 to 5 matchups already.
Always one that you have to watch out. And that 7-10 matchup be kind of iffy. And lately, a 10 seed has at least made it to the 16th seed. More than 1 10th seed has made the Sweet 16 in the past 3 years. So, them low digit seed, because you never know, a 7 to 10 might play, and then like the 10 might upset the 2 seed they play next, or something like that. So always like that. The 14 seeds, usually a 3 seed that always lose in each tournament, no matter what. It's just like if Purdue was a 3 seed, that's my personal one. If you got Purdue, Purdue is always prone to get upset in the first round.
Yeah. One of my tricks of the trade that isn't really a trick at all, it usually fails. Don't count on your 8 to 9 games.
Yeah, you're gonna lose them.
You're gonna lose those.
Because that's a toss-up.
Yeah. 8 to 9, forget about it.
It could be a blowout or a close game.
But them guys, it's equal talent, equal play. It ain't gonna work for you. It's really a crapshoot.
Yeah, because like I think why lower seeds catch top seeds, because top seeds come out sluggish sometimes. Sometimes late it'd be better, you know what I'm saying? But top seed can catch somebody sluggish, and that's what you know now. It's
I would also add to that point and say just continuity at that lower seed level. More basketball being played, more experience with with your teammates, and that much to where we get onto the court and the intensity rise. What always remain is just that symmetry.
Yeah.
That those programs where it's just hard nosed blue collar programs where they just know how to I don't say this one sound weird. Good out of tough win. Good out of tough win. You know what I'm saying? So where those lights get bright, they just rely on the fundamentals. And whoever's stronger in those fundamentals, that's why those lower seeds kind of creep up on you and just take away that whole dream you had to make it to the Final Four.
And that's what's great about March Madness, because it's like still kids, college students. So when that momentum start to swing, and the thing about it though, also, if you never watched it, say it's your first time watching, right? That's what we do at IDK Sports. Assuming people don't watch it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody bet, unless it's your team, everybody in the stadium, because you got to buy the tickets and like a book. So that ticket gets you for the whole day.
Nice.
Each day, right? You know what I'm saying? So I could be a Carolina fan and just saw Carolina get in, Carolina play, but I'm staying over to the last game. If their team's not in it, everybody roots for the underdog. So that rumbling gets louder and louder and louder.
Good note.
Louder. So that's why you see like uncharacteristic things happen. Characteristic things happen because not a whole place is rooting against you, because everybody roots for the underdog. Everybody roots for the underdog.
Yeah, especially if you ain't got no dog in the fight.
If you ain't got no dog in the fight, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna root for the underdog. You know what I'm saying?
That's no question. No question. And then, like I said, what better place to be than already away from your what I want to say, your city or your town, whatever your small schools from, where it's not as big as like Ohio State or Florida or those teams before. You're already away from home, but you got the support of the crowd.
That's why
rocking.
Yeah, and that's why getting into the women's tournament. That's why I hate the women's tournament. They have host sites where they be played at somebody's gym. I hate that, dude. The NCAA make a ton of money, bro. Get the women in neutral sites, because that makes the game fair. Like, I'm not in your gym. I'm on a neutral site, so we both got to play under the same conditions.
Yeah.
You're not at home. You know what I'm saying? Sleeping in your own bed. We both in hotels. We both at a neutral site. Everybody not there is not rooting for us. We different.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
everybody's
saying?
routine is off schedule. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, shoot arounds at a different time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's all different.
Yeah.
Team meetings are different. You know, the food you eat, the whole shebang. Everything's off schedule, and we gotta get accustomed to this new way of playing basketball. So that should be different for everybody involved. And like Ann said, there's way too much money year in, year out being poured into college athletics.
Man, do you know like let me look it up. Talk. We can talk. How much is that damn TV deal they signed for March Madness?
Yeah, once they get the number, but it's just like there's way too much money being, especially in the women's side with a lot of money. Let me say, of course, this is comparatively speaking, but as far as being comparative to the past, a lot of money has been moved over to the women's side of athletics. But we're just talking about basketball for this time being. That that should start to be showing bearing fruit here soon. Go ahead.
So they just extended it out to 2032. Signed an additional 8 years contract worth $8.8 billion, nearly matching the value of the original 14-year deal signed in 2010, which they signed in 2010.
Oh, there you go.
It ended in 2024. That was 10.8. So now they signed an 8-year deal for $8.8 billion. You can't get the women. You can't pay for the women to have their own neutral sites.
The name recognition is up. The branding is up. The product is I don't do that, but the product is still quality. So there's no excuse. So let's say the money's getting better, the TV deals are getting better. You got stars on the floor. Even more so, in my opinion, I'll just say this for myself, king of IDK Sports. I can recognize more women college athletes more than I do men college athletes as far as basketball goes. So if the branding, the names, the product, all of those on the line, and the money is there, let's give them girls they do. They work hard, they play hard, just the same. Give them they just do.
Yeah. Assassin's Creed coming out March 20th. Outside.
You gonna put it in your calendar?
It look fun.
Yeah, no.
You ain't never played it?
With the new one? Of course.
Huh?
I haven't played Assassin's Creed since Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Oh,
that was probably like a few years ago, 2019, 2020.
Still surprised what's going on. Anyway, let's break down this women's tournament.
Yep.
Let's break down. So
sure.
Looking at the women's tournament, let me give you some teams that I like. Let's start with some favorites for me. Favorites, at least make it to the Final Four. I like UCLA. Dominant all year with Betts. I think that's her name. 6'7".
Yeah.
Dog.
Lottery.
I like her. I'm not gonna steal the one you're gonna say. I'm gonna let you rock that one. I like Duke girls. Duke girls play. If you haven't seen somebody play defense, Duke girls play good defense. Really good defense. Carol Lawson got them balling down there. Duke. I like Duke. Of course, I like South Carolina girls. I think they had a little low, but now they're starting to peak at the right time. Tessa Johnson is really starting to really show herself as like a defender and ball handler. Wiley's starting to get a little bit more minutes. Fagan is playing good down low, and Chloe Kitts who balled in the SEC tournament.
Yep.
So I really like South Carolina. I'll let you
say with Texas. How you feel about Texas?
I was gonna let you say yours. I figured you were gonna say them. I like TCU. Hey, I think it's the Haley Van Leaf revenge tour.
Oh.
Hey, I like TCU, bro.
Okay.
I like them. I like them. I like them to get maybe not final, maybe not Final Four, but maybe at least Elite Eight. And I like UConn too. UConn because Paige is playing.
Oh yeah.
Her home. What's that girl name? What's her name? Oh, the one that's the spot shooter, the sharp shooter, hooping. I can't think of her name right now. But the freshman is balling. I think UConn is peaking at the right time. I like them. Who you got as some of your favorites?
Texas off top. I kind of gave away my card a little bit early, but I like Texas. I like their matchup. Definitely a Final Four contender. Don't be surprised if they take the full ride. But of course, South Carolina always going to start there. defending. Only thing that kind of gives me South Carolina that kind of makes me a little hesitant on them is because their losses earlier this year. It's kind of giving me some. So they lost to Texas.
Yeah.
Lost,
lost
they lost to UConn by like 20. I want to say 28, 20, 29. Was it 27?
27, 29. It was a lot.
Yeah. So South Carolina's like, don't get me wrong. Other folks got dogged this year too. I mean, we're only talking about 3 or 4 losses. Yeah. Everybody else got dog walked. But that South Carolina, no, excuse me, not South Carolina, that Texas loss and that and they lost to UCLA too. Can't forget that. That UCLA loss and that UConn loss. UConn loss. Dirty. That it's giving me vibes. You know, it makes me worried for my girl Dawn Staley, but they're defending champs. I'm not going to take away the pedigree. Can never remove the pedigree. You know, so again, Final Four candidate always. And you defending, you know, I think the intensity, as long as the intensity creep up, we're going to still get out of there with, you know, at least making it to the Final Four. You got me messed up with that TCU pick. Has their defense got better at least?
It's not just about her. She hooping. The team is hooping.
Okay. All right. LSU, can never count them out.
They banged up right now.
You never I just
Lolly in the boot and Anissa Morrow. That's their 2 main people.
Yeah. I still at least like them getting past the first, second round.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So
when they start playing like who they gotta play?
But why are you looking up that? Notre Dame. Talent, depth.
They don't know when they want who wants to be the scorer though. They gotta decide they want Olivier.
And that's okay.
Or they want Hannah to be the
scorer. Play. Yeah. I'm okay with that. I'm more than okay with that. It's you know, sometimes you just got the hot hand. Whoever got the hot hand, you never relying on one person to, you know, get you over the hill. But with the fact that they all like, you know, share the ball movement, you know, they pace and space, play really good defense, starting at the front court. So I'm okay with that. I'm okay with how Notre Dame plays. I got as far as just quality play, I don't know how far they'll take it. NC State, I got my eye on.
Had an epic game of the year against Notre Dame.
Got my eye on them.
I ain't saying nothing about USC. Can't forget Juju.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, USC. Definitely.
That UCLA game worried me, but I mean it's unfair because UCLA is like the number 1 overall seed. So it's like some dogs. So you can't really, I don't want to take too much away from them. But that UCLA game worried me a little bit. But I guess if you know Juju ain't stopped scoring 30 yet, so
yeah. Going down the bracket, right? Now I'm looking. So we're gonna look at the first Spokane region with UCLA hidden, right? Mm-hmm. I like UCLA, but then I'm gonna tell you some upsets I got. First round upsets, I got Grand Canyon girls possibly beating Baylor girls. Grand Canyon 32-2. Coaches real straight. Coaches real energetic. They're playing good basketball right now. I saw a little bit of their conference tournament. I think that might be an upset alert. Watch. You know, good basketball team. Another one I got Harvard girls beating Michigan State. Ooh. Harvard got a girl on there. I can't think of her name. I think she got 2001, over 2,000 career points. Dropped 44 in the semifinals of the Ivy League tournament. Real hooper. Now, the teams that I got that might can come out of this bracket besides UCLA, Ole Miss, really good basketball team down in the SEC. LSU is in this bracket.
What bracket we in?
Spokane, the first Spokane bracket.
Okay.
LSU, if they healthy, if Walla and Lisa Morrow come back healthy, I think like this is UCLA and LSU bracket to lose. State's in this bracket too, so that's gonna be if we go like say State and UCLA meet up, they'll meet up in the Sweet 16. That's a good matchup.
Yeah.
What you think about that one? Agree? Disagree?
This
Who do you think
is
coming out of that?
we're talking about UCLA and who else?
UCLA bracket. That's the one.
Yeah, would that match up with who?
I'm saying get to the Elite Eight. I said to get to the Elite Eight, I think UCLA and LSU come out of this bracket to get to the Elite Eight to play for the chance to go to the Final Four. But I
know my girls. I just got to talk about NC State, so I was like, I don't want to give up on them. But it's most likely definitely UCLA. LSU is banged up. We just got done talking about that.
My sleeper is Ole Miss. Ole Miss got a good basketball team. The SEC is really tough.
Yeah, maybe a little elite 8 matchup between them.
Yeah, I think I got UCLA winning it against. I'm gonna say State. I just can't go LSU.
Okay,
they banged up right now.
Okay.
I got to see them first. Right now, what I see, they're banged up.
Yeah,
So
that's fair.
We got it going and everything, and we back. You know what I'm saying? Had to make sure Kenny didn't pass out up in this. He's right. Studios get a little hot sometimes.
I'm saying,
hey man, look what we do for the content, man. Every Monday, 5 a.m.
Grit through it.
We was talking the first Spokane region. Like I said,
Yeah.
LSU scares me because they banged up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it could change. I'm fake. It might change if I see that at least Anissa Morrow is healthy and Flage can play a little bit, but like they could have a tough game in the second round against Florida State if they're not healthy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But my sleeper pick, I definitely want to say my sleeper to win a game upset on this bracket I got is Grand Canyon beat Baylor. Say it right here. So this might be the upset.
Yeah, 4-13. That was your pick.
You know what I'm saying? Grand Canyon over Baylor, which I might put on like I did last year. Then I put low key, I put the upsets and the spreads last year on the IDK Instagram page. And them just hit.
You can run it back. Yeah.
And I didn't even play that on FanDuel. I should have.
Yeah, look out for that. We're gonna do that. We're gonna run the brackets back this year.
Run that back, So
yeah. That's a comfortable pick. I like that region.
Let's go down to the USC region. Let me look over it real quick.
USC. Oh, there we go.
USC.
All right, we got a couple picks here. I like
definitely like Juju and then to make it to the game.
Yeah, that's a safe pick. Ooh, this gonna be a goodie. It's gonna be a goodie. Just one glance at this bracket again. We're looking at where all roads, of course, is leading to USC and UConn being there at the end. You know,
I don't see this might be. I look at the other bracket. I don't see no real pitfalls for them. Fairfield might be Kansas State. That might be a 12-5 I like, but I'm not too sure about it. But this I'm not seeing anybody that I really see upending UConn and USC. So this is a rematch from the game in the beginning of the year between Page and Juju for a chance to go to the Final Four.
Yeah. Again, being looking at underdogs here, just focusing on them. Murray State over Iowa. I don't care. I wouldn't bet no money on. I think Iowa has enough heat have enough firepower turned over from last year to where it's justifiable enough that they're gonna make it past Murray State, unscathed without having been in a dogfight.
Yeah.
Again, I'm on the same time in that ants on. I don't see nothing that's gonna throw them off or throw the USC UConn collision off in this bracket. I mean, just as far as quality games go, I like Cal versus Mississippi State. That should be a goodie. Probably further down the road, Cal and USC, even though USC did some numbers against them earlier this season.
That Kentucky Liberty game, that 4-13.
It's always that.
Interesting too.
It's always
that Fairfield game. This bigger picture for me on this one though is if Paige wants to be known as a UConn great, she got to win the championship. She's never won the championship. All the greats of UConn,
man, she on a heater, bro.
Has won.
She on a heater.
Now you can't put her up there with the Rebecca Lobos and the Diana Taurasi and Maya Moores and the Stewies and Brianna Stewart. They won multiple. You ain't even won one.
Hey, bro, not too much.
Nah, it's not like hate, but like.
But also, if we stay there for a little bit, but then also like, you think the talent just changed? You know, was spread out a little bit different.
This is why I said I would put Paige up there with just one because the talent is spread out. The other ones dominated. Like Brianna won what 3, Stewie won 4, 2.
We UConn, right?
Yeah, she won 2.
Maya won 3.
Maya won 2 or 3. Stewie won 1 of them won 3.
Okay.
And then we talk about undefeated season. So their level of dominance with different time was different. But she gotta win one. Gotta win one to be known as a great.
I think the field just caught up.
I know, but it's still levels to the great one. But some people set that benchmark as
okay. Let me ask you this. So if she does win this, she does win one. If she does win one,
yeah,
where we just talked about the climb of the women's basketball kind of being more, talent being more spread out. Does that count different in comparison to those that won multiple?
So who would you put her above?
You're Lobo?
Only because how long ago it was. But Lobo was on that US team. She was a dog.
Again, you're only talking about one chip, so you ain't going. You ain't going too far off the block.
Past Deanna.
Nope.
Like the top 3 would be Deanna, Maya, and Stu.
Yep.
And Tina Charles. I forget Tina Charles was there too.
And it's okay, bro. If she's not up there. I mean, because they got.
It's hard to put
legend.
Just one to make her like a UConn legend, but she'll be a great. That makes sense.
The list ain't chill.
She'll be a UConn great, but not a legend.
And we can have
that. Tears.
That's what I'm saying. Don't start that shit. Don't start that, bro. It's okay.
But no, this actually would work. The tears will work for that.
Yeah,
like she'll be at that UConn great tier, but she wouldn't be able to reach that legendary status because she got to win more than one.
Yeah.
Even with the numbers that
too much comp. Too much comp.
They'll be discrediting.
Yeah.
Because they talk about not only they win multiple, they win. All of them had undefeated seasons.
I'm about to say, even talking about just regular season with that, not just the chip, not just
but if she loses, what do you put as a good basketball player? Can she even be? And with UConn's tradition, can she be known as a great if she doesn't win one?
She never brought one home. If I was a UConn fan, I'm like, hey, look, I don't make the rules. You know what I'm saying? The standard is the standard. So
I'm okay with that. Paige she was like, do that like she was a dog. But I can't put you up there with Tina Charles.
She again, and maybe I know some of the historians here that watch, that may know women's basketball, or of course they know the history a little bit better, but they'll say like, hey, they wasn't facing no chump competition too. But I would just say, hey, there's just some real legit monsters here.
Then Maya beat like a junior-led Candace Parker team, though, from Tennessee.
Was that national championship?
I know Candace won one, but I think she had lost to UConn. I don't know. I don't get me lying about it. I'm not a historian, but the winning the one would make her great in UConn eyes because of the competition level and who she would have to beat to get there. Because you're probably gonna have to beat arguably one. That's probably arguably one of the best. If they make it USC UConn play, you're probably gonna have to beat arguably one of the best women players. And it's funny because in the Elite Eight, last couple of years, you had to beat LSU last year.
Mm-hmm.
Then you turn around had to try to play Caitlin.
Yep.
Then you had to beat this year. You had to beat Juju. So arguably go down probably one of the best college women's basketball players.
I was about to say, and winning it this year against. Let me just say this: it ain't all her shoulders, but it's her moment. Winning it this year would be an amazing feat just because of the road she'll have to. It's gonna be a lot of big moments. where the lights are the brightest.
Yeah.
The stage can't be any bigger.
Yep.
Against the toughest competition, like Ann said, from the moment of coming out that side of the bracket, it's on.
Yeah.
It's up. You know, from where we saying potentially that USC UConn collision from then on,
yep.
Good night. Good night. Because all you facing is dogs and dogs and dogs. One monster after another. So best of luck to you.
That's what just had to bring that up because it's UConn.
I mean, the standard is the standard. You make a hell of a point with that, bro. Like, I can't put you here, but I can, you know, with Aunt Love Some Tears. I can't put you here, but I
can't put you up there with like Rebecca, with Maya, Diana.
It's too much.
And Stu.
It's too much.
Yeah. All right, so the South Carolina region, the first Birmingham region, you already know my upset. I've said it already. Nova State gonna beat. Yeah. All right, my Nova State Spartans. Them ladies gonna do their thing. That's the mission. This year, did they thing 30-4. We're gonna beat them. A game that I'm shaky on because I seen Carolina play Ncca and us. They did beat us, but they beat us and they beat North Carolina Ncca, but it wasn't by a lot, and I wasn't too surprised. I can see Carolina losing this game.
Oregon State.
I can see. I'm not impressed by Carolina. They're tall as shit, though. I will give you that. They're tall. I mean, I think they got two girls at 6'6", 6'5". They're tall.
Okay.
But I wasn't. They played Ncca at Ncca, and I think they only beat Ncca by maybe 12 or 10 points. Close game the whole time. They beat us by 15, but we kind of came back, made the game interesting. But they kind of blew away at the end, calling some fouls that really weren't fouls. Mm-hmm. But I can see Carolina also getting upset first round.
Yeah, not too much on this side of the bracket. I think it's just, hey, if I'm keeping it outside of Ant being a homer, Carolina, we see y'all at the Final Four.
South Carolina?
Yeah, see South Carolina at the Final
Four. You don't got no faith in Duke? And Oregon got your girl on there that broke up Carolina men's basketball team.
She's a Final Four. She's a legend in 2 games. She's a,
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, she a legend in 2 games.
I mean, Caleb said, I'm out.
She a legend for a different reason. I wasn't going to do that this Friday. But hey, shorty.
Yeah, I ain't never seen Caleb say, that nigga went to Arizona. Went across the country.
That's heartbreak, bro.
It takes a fool to love.
I'm telling you. Lenny Williams, brother. Lenny effing Williams. Gonna get you through some dark days.
Caleb.
Every time.
Caleb was in the damn.
Lenny Williams. I'm telling you. This is coming from Dr. You got Dr. Love and you got Dr. Heartbreak. That's me. Dr. Heartbreak. I'm gonna prescribe you 5 listen to Lenny. Listen to Lenny 5 times a day and you'll be all right.
Tell him.
And it's cold outside.
Come on, Bobby.
Why you hope?
Caleb was, boy, you know he was in there. He won't smoke cigarettes like that no more.
Nah.
But he did.
Yeah. Punching air. Not a creature was stirred. Not even a mouse.
You gotta let the bridge. Boy, that
Caleb.
You're down and broke.
Yeah, your friend's got what she ain't got.
What you tell him?
Caleb, my brother.
Talk to him.
Oh, Lord have mercy. What he say? Lord have mercy.
Hey man, I ain't think we'll go that way on this pod. I had to though. I saw Oregon. I said, that man not gonna went cross country. I ain't never seen that. But yeah, like Kenny said, I think Duke, South Carolina. See who go. I would like to see that matchup. Duke is a really good defensive team. And I will say this too.
Mm-hmm.
This 5-12 matchup between Alabama and Green Bay.
Okay.
Seen both of them. Green Bay beat us in that Puerto Rican tournament, right?
Mm-hmm.
We played Alabama at Alabama, lost them by 10. Saw that game. We was actually up, and they started calling out a bunch of fouls. We was up by 10 on them at one point. Talking about Norfolk State.
Mm-hmm.
I can see Green Bay beating Alabama too. I was not impressed. Just saying, this is games I saw. Yeah. But I think it's Duke Carolina.
Fair
Duke,
enough.
South Carolina, I meant to say.
I got you.
Duke, South Carolina.
Yeah, and even in their matchup earlier this season, it was close. And it was like about a 10-point, 10-point differential. So not too much.
This next bracket, you know how I feel about Van Lith.
Yeah, go ahead and get your girl some love, brother. We thinking.
What Texas team am I gonna see though? The Tennessee plays a really good squad.
This is gonna be my favorite bracket.
Okay, what you got? Let me know. I'm not seeing it.
All right, so out the gate, Illinois and Creighton.
Creighton girls on ballers.
We talking systematically on both sides, equal matchup. I like what both teams bring to the floor.
How you feel about whoever wins that game playing Texas? It's a tough game.
It's gonna be a tough. That's why I said it's gonna be my favorite bracket because it's going. I like both sides. I don't have it, one that much further than the other. Whether it's Illinois or Creighton, when they go to see Texas, I don't just have like Texas is like it's gonna be dominant their whole road to the.
Depending on what Texas team you see.
Yeah,
but Texas like to keep teams in game.
Given for sure. But I'm just saying, just starting out the gate, that matchup 8-9, which we just talked about earlier, that 8-9 matchup between Illinois and Creighton can really determine this bracket. Because as you go further down, you see, you got your TCUs. Dang it, I was just looking at it. You got your TCUs. You still got like Notre Dame is still in this side of the bracket too. Louisville, don't sleep on them. I think this side of the bracket is gonna be a heater, bro. It's gonna be a heater. Anybody coming out this side of the bracket is built for it tough. They built for it tough.
I'm gonna say
because ain't nothing sweet in that bracket.
My sleeper was. Oh, I know. I'll get there. My sleeper was TCU. My realistic is Notre Dame and Tennessee, bro. You're not gonna have all number one seeds make it that far. And Tennessee played Texas twice. I think Tennessee and Notre Dame play for a chance to go to the Final Four of this bracket.
Tennessee and who?
Notre Dame.
Okay.
Notre Dame defense, even though they don't know who want to score all the time, their defense is different.
Okay. That's fair. I'm gonna go Texas and I just said it. I'm gonna go Texas and Notre Dame. I'm gonna go Texas and Notre Dame. I think your girl Van Lith can get 8 up in the Sweet 16.
About Notre Dame?
Mm-hmm.
Me too. But I'm just talking about feel good stuff. Because I can see TCU losing the really good.
Okay.
I can see that. The Final Four in game, the number 11, they got to play in the playing game. But I think most time the playing teams usually make a run on the men's side and the women's side, right? Because NC State did it last year, made a run. Iowa State girls in the playing game, and if you ain't never seen what's her name, I can't think of her name. You know what I'm talking about? The big girl. They got the buckets. Oh, if you ain't seen her game, she got a real post game. Seal them.
Oh man,
yeah, you know how. Real post game. Audie Crooks, baller, 6'3" center, but she got she's a bigger woman, but she got the real post game. They get the ball down to her, average 23 and 7 this year.
Nice.
Baller. If you ever look up some highlights, stick right at the basket, get it out the net. Get it out the net. She remind me of Peely's game. Well, no. Let me stop.
I'm about to say.
Peely had an outside game, but Adi go get down here, steal you off, get ball, ball. Footwork crazy. And you know what I'm saying? I love shout out, you know what I'm saying? Hey, ain't no size on game. You know what I'm saying? She a bigger girl, but she be getting up and down the court.
She a hooper.
Averaging 23 ain't by mistake.
About to say, all post work.
All post work. They got in at the final, like one of the last teams to get in. They could make a run. They made a little run last year. She dropped like 35 in one game in the tournament last year. Saying, shout out to Adi, man. You know I love.
Yeah, say you got me. You got a supporter in here for sure.
You know what I'm saying? I love good footwork, good post play. I like it.
Oh yeah, great. You know what I'm saying? Board man get paid.
Talk about it, man. So we women's tournament, man. It's just to be said, the women's tournament is gonna be interesting. Even though some of the teams we like, all of them brackets are pretty tough. Besides the USC bracket, I think is kind of
sweet.
Yeah, USC UConn bracket, I think is a little sweet to me.
But get to the end. But
that UCLA bracket, that bracket that Texas is in, nasty. That North Carolina, the South Carolina bracket, it's some tough ones. Some tough ones. A lot of upsets. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, when you do a pool for the men's tournament, they gonna pull it out for the women's tournament too, man. I promise you. If you didn't watch last year, think it's because Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese ain't there. Nah,
you sleeping.
The skill is up.
Sleeping.
The skill is up. This is not your grandma's or your grandfather's women's basketball team. These women out here being athletic,
true buckets.
Athletic plays, like hoopers. So definitely that's gonna have my attention.
Yeah, definitely. I already made my mark. Yeah, I'm in. I'm locked in. Definitely. When does it start? Thursday, Friday?
Starts Saturday.
Okay.
Starts Saturday, I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, IDK fan. That's gonna be where I'm at. Definitely. That's gonna be where I'm at.
You know what I'm saying? Definitely be on the lookout for IG. Probably still drop our brackets.
Get my bracket.
Drop our spreads. I might drop daily, like little daily spreads and stuff that I like.
Oh, that's what's up.
You know, like I did last year. So check out the IDK page, IDK Pod 23, and TikTok at IDK Sports Pod. Right there. You know what I'm saying?
I like it.
Man, I'm telling you, bro, I like this time of year, man. March Madness is my time. I like this.
Are we ready? I don't know. We want to say that for Thursday. I'm about to say, no, we're doing this on pod, but you want to give predictions right now?
Predictions?
Yeah.
Let me do early predictions.
Okay.
We won't be here Thursday.
Oh, yeah.
I'll probably be watching the game.
Yeah, let's give them something.
Then you get a South Carolina versus USC. Let me put my Final Four. My Final Four is UCLA.
Hey, I was going to ask for your report. You ain't got it.
Final Four is UCLA, USC, South Carolina, Notre Dame. And I got South Carolina playing USC with USC beating South Carolina. Close game. Close game.
Yeah, I ain't playing that far. All right, so I'm gonna go South Carolina. I'm just getting my Final Four. I'm gonna go UCLA. I'm gonna go South Carolina, of course. I'm gonna go Notre Dame, and I'm gonna go UConn.
So you can go South Carolina, same thing.
You had Notre Dame in your Final Four?
Yeah.
Really?
I had South Carolina, UCLA.
Yeah, okay.
Now South Carolina, Notre Dame, USC, UCLA.
If you had USC, you couldn't have UConn.
Oh,
I had UConn over USC.
Okay. Yeah. I like that. I mean, I like all that sounds good too. These Elite Eight, if everything line up how it's supposed to line up,
Yeesh.
Elite Eight
is gonna be nasty. It's gonna be a boy.
You still got state girls we ain't say nothing about.
My phone is off. I'm locked in. My phone is
this
off.
weekend is gonna be great. That following weekend, if you go to the Final Four, woo!
Don't worry about it. Hook your IV up. Hook your IV up.
Glued to the TV, man. So, March Madness, man. Shout out again to my Norfolk State Spartans making it to the big dance. That's all you want to do when you're a mid-major school is get a chance to go to the dance. So y'all both got into the party. So, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Norfolk State. Shout out to everybody that got in. Shout out to everybody that making a bracket. You got a pool. I know some people got to pay your pools. Hey, man, it's the time of the year. You can't. It makes people mad because you don't know how this is gonna go. But it also makes memorable moments. It also makes the Cinderellas, like the Ferry Dickerson teams that won last year. That team, what's that man? He went to Seton Hall. Oh, he left. But it makes the Loyola Chicago team that went to this Elite Eight, I think, or something like that. Like, it makes stories that people can live on for forever. I mean, it's like a time capsule that people will never forget.
I love this time of year also for the reason, like, it feels like everybody understands the assignment, right? Like, there's for me, you know, outside of this pod, of course, me and Ant, you know, we have a job as well. But you know, when I go into the office, there's TVs on in every office space.
Well, I think I'll work.
At least when I go into work, like, you can walk in someone's office and they may have like
a screen.
They may have a monitor up just dedicated to March Madness basketball, and it's like, bro, and nobody says nothing. The managers don't say nothing. The PMs, the AM, nobody says nothing because you get it. You understand exactly why. Like, you made me come into work today, so I couldn't do this, so I'm bringing it here.
The part that's crazy to me, like, I used to have like computer apps class in high school. I've been on this tournament thing, yo. I'd like I said, it got to the point now I just take off. Baby. I take off. Like, I know I want to. I'll be like 12 to not last game. Don't start to 9:30. I'm locked in.
Don't bother me.
Don't bother me. I'm locked in. You might see me tweet some stuff. You might see me post some stuff. Besides that, I'm locked in.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to miss like you can see, like, I was at work in 2010 when Norfolk State won, bro. I was watching it on there used to be a CNA the other day. I was watching it on one of the residents' TVs. Lost my mind, dog.
During that game, boy, it takes back to my broke college years. That was 2010, right? So we're still in college. I was delivering pizza for Domino's.
2010 or 2012. Might have been 2012.
Yeah, I know. We were still in college. Still in college. So it had more of a grown man job than I did. But I was delivering pizza, and boy, I ain't gonna lie. Some people's pizza got cold trying to keep up with them scores. But I was like, damn, bro. Yeah. And it was like, nah, bro, they gonna do it. They gonna do it. And I'm at work, and I'm trying
12.
Yeah, I'm at work, and I'm still like, you know, delivery driving and whatnot. And I'm like, oh, damn, boy, they really gonna do it. They really gonna do it. And I'm like, oh, man, I'm talking to my boss at the time. I'm like, hey, can I get off of work? Because I'm like, hey, we in Norfolk. We in Norfolk tonight. It's up. We had the Norfolk tonight. But, oh, man, just that moment for, like, smaller schools, bro, nothing more memorable. Nothing more memorable. Because it's not even just the school itself. Like, you did it for the region. You did it for the city. You did it for, like, the entire I'm just speaking just for Norfolk State at this very moment. You did it for the entire region.
Yeah,
it's like, bro, you know, I know we across the bay. I'm a Hampton alum. I know we across the bay, but bro, you just put on. You just did something we couldn't do, you know, back in 2009. Like, bro, go crazy. We rocking with you. So for all those small schools across the country, bro, do it. Yeah. Hats off to you, because it's gonna be mayhem.
So, man, like I said, definitely, man, it's a good time of the year. And also, it's a great time, if you're watching it, to like, share, subscribe.
Come on now.
To your premier podcast, Talking Sports with the Average Guys. You know what I'm saying? My name is Anthony. This is my main man, Kenny. Catch us right here on YouTube or any podcast platforms. All podcast platforms, 5 p.m., man. But for this episode, man,
come on.
It's over. Like, share, subscribe.
It's so
comment. Follow me at IDK Ant.
It's so
follow my man Kenny FNS in the gram. Until next time.
What's happening?
Holla.